my brothers of the southern Cameroon. For those who are in Europe and Cameroon, I say good evening. This is Nelson Mbanga, here to talk about a current problem that is going on in our territory. Well, for those of you who are still doubting where we are, I want to take you a little bit to the memory lane for what Dr. Akwanga has been crying and talking a long time ago, and most of us block our ears. Well, I look at the problem that is going on in Cameroon now. Like the southern Cameroon had a fatal accident in 1961 and went on coma. They've been in this coma for so long that even their children, the grandchildren, grow up still in that coma. But they get out of that coma yesterday when the members of the consortium, like Dr. Fontem and the rest, were arrested. I think all of us should struggle to get out of the coma that our brothers, like Dr. Akwanga, has been trying to wake us up. Dr. Akwanga and the rest have been trying to wake us up, and we refuse to get up. But I think with the arrest of these our brothers, if we don't get up and get out of this coma, it's going to be worse. You see, I'll take a little time to bring us to the memory lane, if most of us have forgotten. This takes us to 1960. That is 1st January 1960, where La République of Cameroon had its independence and was actually accepted in the United Nations as a country in the same 1960. Well, our parents, our grandparents, in 1961, thought that unity is a strength. They thought that their brothers of the East Cameroon, when they join with them, they're going to make a powerful country and a forceful country that will promote democracy in the whole of Africa. Because before joining La République, they had a democracy, a well-developed democracy. Multipartyism was existing in southern Cameroon. But when they joined La République, and in what was pretend to be a federation from the heart of La République, it did not work. It did not work because the other brother that they thought that was going to come and join them to form a force, they did not understand what democracy is. I don't think they understood what democracy is. Instead, when they came in, they destroyed that democracy that was already developed in southern Cameroon. In 1966, around then, the Fumban Conference, they showed us that they were really not willing to be with us. 1972, They came up with the so-called United Republic of Cameroon. And even though we were pretending, even we were hurting, and still hoping that peace will prevail, and still hoping that we are going to teach our brothers how to be patriotic, it never worked. 1982, the Ahidjo regime decided to ignore the constitution of the then United Republic of Cameroon and appointed Mr. Biya to take control of the country. Mr. Biya came on 2 years after that, in 1984. He decided to go back to when La République had its independence in 1960 and changed the name from the United Republic overnight to La République du Cameroun. Actually, when I listen to people say that the Southern Cameroonians, they want secession and all that stuff, who seceded? Is it the Southern Cameroons or La République? Because even with the United Republic, that they were deceiving us, we were still there, eating their crumbs. They closed down our factories. We were still there in the name of peace. They torture our children. We were still there in the name of peace. They kidnapped our brothers and sisters. We were still there in the name of peace. Even when those who are struggling to wake them up, to beg for this peace, they don't listen. The arrest of the members of the consortium is the worst thing that I think Southern Cameroonians should be standing up here and saying that we can negotiate. What are we really negotiating for? What are we really negotiating for? When you leave Bamenda to travel, at the up station, you have the custom post, steady, planted there. And then when you drive, before you cross the Matazin Bridge, as you cross the Matazin Bridge, there is custom, Bafoussam custom. That is the custom from La République. What has changed? Let me tell some of you who are still in this coma that you should wake up, because for those who don't know, you see the community development school up at Santa there. That used to be the custom post for West Cameroon. And now they make it a community development school. Go to that school and tell me how many Anglophones are there in that school, that community, the so-called community development school. Well, when you leave Ekondo Titi and you're traveling to Kumba, you have a custom control at Ekondo Titi. Before you get into Kumba, you have another custom control. And then when you want to get at the border of Southern Cameroon, before you cross the Mongo River, you have another custom control. You tell me, those of you who are still dreaming and thinking that, oh, we are one country, tell me, where again do you have custom control posts for those who have traveled around Cameroon? La République du Cameroun does not want you. You are rejected. You are rejected. And if you don't open your eyes to see this, okay, let's just wait. And they'll kill all of us. Even we are still preaching peace, they're going to still kill us. We preach peace, they kill us. They kidnap us. They take us. Why is it that they cannot get those who are against their laws and locked up where they have been arrested? Why is it that they will kidnap actually, because this is kidnapping. This is not, because if it was arrest, they will actually lock those who they think that are offending them in the area that they have been arrested. How can you arrest somebody in Bamenda, a child that the mother is struggling, the family is struggling, they don't even have money to feed themselves? You take that child to Yaoundé. You beat this child, you make videos of it to tell us that we are nothing. You break the spinal cord of a young guy and you make fun of it. I don't blame La République. I blame us because we are still in coma. We are still lying in coma. I'm begging you, Southern Cameroonians, to wake up. To wake up in that coma. Because it's just too much. We cannot bear it anymore. I saw a lady that was showing her body in a corner yesterday. What did that poor lady, did she have anything, any arm on her? Our brothers, they go up with leaves to protest because this is the democracy that we, the patriotic Southern Cameroonians, we know, because it is instilled in us by our parents. It is instilled with us by those who actually thought that we could work together with La République du Cameroon and make a country that is powerful, a democracy. Well, I don't blame La République because they don't know what democracy is all about. The French government, the president of France, made us to understand that the president of La République, Paul Biya, is a meilleur de la démocratie. If those who don't understand meilleur élève de la démocratie, it means in English, a good student of democracy. But at the same time that in France, people can protest freely and not hijacked, not arrested. They are teaching this their meilleur élève, this their good democracy student, on how to torture, on how to be a bully, because that is what it is, on how to create fear, because that is what it is, on how to make us to stay in that coma, because that is what it is. But how long are we going to be in this position? We look at our women, our wives, our children being raped. We stay quiet because we want peace. They hijack our brothers. We stay quiet because we want peace. They kill our brothers. This is very touching. And if we keep praying and hoping that Jesus Christ is going to come down. You see, I want those of you who are Christian to go in the books of Matthew, I think Matthew 5, and listen to what Jesus said. He did not come to reduce from what was already there, the laws that were already there. He came to make them solid. He told us that if somebody slap you on your right jaw, you turn the left jaw and they spank it. He did not tell us if you should continue letting that person slapping you until your neck is broken. He even told us in the same books of Matthew that if he forces you to walk with him 1 mile, go 2 miles. But he did not tell us if he still forced you to continue walking, should you add the 4th mile, the 5th mile, the 6th mile, even though you are tired? I think he left that one for us to answer. That is where you have to use your judgment to think whether I have to continue this walk. I have to continue letting you spank my head until you break my neck. The first one, you let it go. Second one, third one, you let it go. Fourth one, tell him that enough is enough. You walk the first mile with him. You added it to second mile. He wanted first 1 mile. You went up to 2 miles. The third mile, tell him that I'm tired and I cannot go again. So we are telling La République du Cameroon that we are tired. We cannot walk the walk again. You only have to pull us. You've been killing us, kidnapping us. You only have to kill all of us now, because we are going to resist you. We are going to resist you. Like Honorable Weber said, and most of us, you Southern Cameroonian youths of today, you are the light. You are the light of Southern Cameroon. Pamona said it. A lot of others have said it. You are that city that is built on top of the hill and it cannot be hidden anymore. You are the light of Southern Cameroons. I want you to think about it. Those who don't actually understand and know the history, my next step is going to bring you down the memory lane from what has happened, what is going on, and what if we don't say enough is enough, how it is going to come. We want La République du Cameroun to release all our brothers and sisters that they have kidnapped. We want La République du Cameroun to stop brutalizing people who have nothing but leaves. We want La République du Cameroun to understand that Southern Cameroon was a democratic country before joining them. If they don't understand, they should go back to their history. Because when they were registered as members of the United Nations, they were registered as La République du Cameroun. By then, I want to remind them that Southern Cameroon was not even, the plebiscite had not taken place when La République du Cameroun was registered as a member of the United Nations. And for those of us, Southern Cameroonians, who still think that we can still pray for peace, our freedom is not coming on a platter to you. We should fight for our freedom. We should tell them that enough is enough. In a few hours or days to come, Dr. Akwanga, who is one of those that have been crying and trying to wake us up from this dream, and we keep thinking that one day these people are going to understand what democracy is and they're going to come. We'll be talking to you. But until then, I want you to know that they are working on something. And Dr. Akwanga actually should be talking to you after now, actually. I want to thank you And I want to tell those who have lost family members and those of you who are back home that we are behind you. We are struggling to take it international. Have the faith and resistant. We are going to resist. And we're going to stand firm. And for the younger Southern Cameroonians, like I told you, you are the light of the struggle. Until then, I will say bye for now. You'll be hearing from me again sometime within the week. It's been a pleasure. Bye for now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon and good evening to all of my people, wherever you may find yourself around the world. I'm your humble servant, Dr. Ebenezer Derrick Mbongo Akwanga. A few minutes ago, you listened to one of our own brothers, our fellow comrades, and someone who has been in the struggle for quite some time, the struggle for the liberation of the people of the former British Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. You must bear with him because he is one person who is full of action but speaks very little, especially when he is boiling inside. He is an Iroko of itself, as it epitomized from his actions. I come to you today with a very saddened heart. In reality, I had no intention to speak to you today. After the events of the last 2 days, most specifically yesterday, I have received thousands and thousands of calls and messages requesting upon me to do something, to say something. Doctor, please do something to release our people. I have spoken umpteen times, I repeat, umpteen times, with my brother and comrade in the struggle and comrade in arms, Dr. Lucas Chuayaba, for hours and hours and hours, for the last 48 hours. We have been liaising and talking about the way forward for our people and what strategy could we use to re-emphasize to the global community about the arrest of our brother and comrade, Balang Kongo, Felix, and Dr. Fontaine. However, in the midst of all this darkness, in the midst of all these troubles, I bring you some good news from Kondenge. I spoke to your people back in Kondenge last night and early this morning. And they are in very, very high spirit. And they have asked each and every one of you not to give up. Yes, there is one of them who is sick, he's epileptic, and he has collapsed twice. I have sent fundings to them, and I'm still working towards that regard to send more fundings to them. Some of them are still in the area where they call in Kondenge prison Kosovo. Kosovo is what they call the cellule de passage for anybody who has ever been locked up at the Kondenge maximum security prison. And they are requesting them for them to leave the Cellule de Passage to get into the cells. The cells in Kondenge are called locales. That is how they are called in French. Les locaux, in all of them. So the individual cell is called a local. And they are asking them to pay close to 30,000 CFA just to be removed from the Cellule de Passage. From the room, the cell where they are waiting to be transferred to the various quarters. So you can see how deep the spirit of corruption, which has infested the entire La République du Cameroon system, has taken grip of the Konding and Amazon security prison. They are feeding well, they eat together, they are communicating together, but I can assure you that they are emotionally under a lot of stress because they are being watched, being intimidated by other prisoners. I have all my recordings with them. But since, as I've said before, my people, this is not a popularity contest, I don't intend to share those recordings in public at the moment because I want to keep them safe in Kondenge. Their security is more important to me than any other thing. I have been there, so I know what exactly the situation is. And that is why I want them to stay safe so that we can continue to find a way to get them out of there. But at this moment, my people, I want to speak to you of something. Something so pertinent. Something that is burning in our hearts. For quite some time now, I've spoken to each and every one of you in Pidgin and in English about the necessity to come together. I've informed you people that this is going to be a season of sufferings. I have chosen my words carefully, but I have done one thing. Never lie to you people. I told you that the days ahead, the weeks ahead, and the months ahead, and even the years ahead will be very difficult ones. Some of us will falter on the way. Some will give up. Some will become traitors, will betray us. But the rest, the good majority of each and every one of us, we stand firm for the struggle of freedom. What happened yesterday is what we have witnessed time and time again. It wasn't surprising to us because just about 5 minutes before the communique from La République du Cameroon was released, I was discussing with Dr. Ayaba that I am foreseeing that an arrest is going to take place. There's going to be a blackout and things will get very, very sour. I can hear the panic in your voices. I can see the anguish in your faces. I can understand your pain and frustration. But there is one thing which I beg you people to help me to understand. Why must it take the arrest of brother comrade Bala and Dr. Fontaine for a vast majority of us to realize that we are at war and that there is just nothing, there is just no way that we can ever coexist with these people? What is happening to us? Why did it not take the arrest of our brother Ngalim Felix, of Numbi Waters, on Gex Simon? Why did it not take the killing of Akum Julius, Divine Sambela, or the shooting of little Joel, who is 13 years, for each and every one of us to know we are at war? How do you people want me to explain it? You tell me. You came to me last night. I did not have an Apache helicopter. I did not have a magic wand to fly in and save my brothers, Fontaine and Bala. I do not have it. Why should we wait for that moment for them to be picked up? Did we not see it coming? And do we not know what is ahead of us? Are we not watching? We have eyes, people. I'm begging. What exactly is our problem? And every time we have an issue, we become reactive. Why can't we come together when La République has not set up a timetable and fashion a way out? Why? Why? I've received calls, numerous calls today. I received calls yesterday. Some of those who are on Facebook were invited to attend meetings yesterday. I do not want to start calling names. And they did not show up. They did not give a single explanation of why they did not show up. Why are we shooting ourselves on the legs? Why are we doing this? I will tell you why. It is because we have been struggling to reinvent the wheel. It is because we think we can fight this struggle through Facebook. Oh yes, it is good for us to use this medium to talk to each and everyone, especially that we are scattered now around the entire world, like vagabonds, like wanderers, like nomads. We have all become shepherds all over the place, not of our own liking because it has been imposed to us. But what have I not said to you people? Is it because it's coming from Dr. Akwanga? Or is it because it's Cho Ayaba, the wretched of the earth, who is speaking to you people? Can't we listen? Can't we listen? At this moment, even if it's holding the tail of a snake, if a snake has a tail, are we not prepared to hold it so that we cross over to freedom land? What exactly do we want? Can you people tell me? I can't sleep in the night. They call me at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. 55 years of coma, my people. That devilish, ghastly motor accident which La République du Cameroon had with the Southern Cameroons over the Mongo Bridge. That accident that took place in 1961. It is only yesterday that some of us were able to come out of that coma. We cannot treat the struggle of a people as if it is in Jangi, where we wait for something to happen and then we start reacting. I am begging, can we start listening? Can we start listening? Because every time Dr. Akwanga speaks, he's angry. He's shouting. He's talking. Oh yes, I'm sorry if my voice is too up. It is because most of you do not know what it takes to stay in 2 years in solitary confinement. You do not know. When the walls, the only thing you hear are the corrugated doors, where they keep telling you you are dying the next day, where they come in and you think you are going for a firing squad, or they will just kill you without anybody knowing. Some of you do not understand what it means to live within the walls of a prison that was meant for 720 people, but you have to find yourself among 500, 250 people, where you have to shout constantly for your voice to be heard. Some of you do not understand what it means to stand on the line at 3 a.m. in the morning, only to be able to fetch a pint of water at 3 p.m. the next day to have what you will call showa. In Kondenge, we call it seba. Some of you do not understand. Some of you will not understand. And every time I bring up this issue, it's not to talk about me. It's to show you people to look through me the wickedness of La République du Cameroon. That is just what I am trying to do. I'm not talking about me. I'm trying to paint this picture as glaring, as vivid as it is. That no matter how much we try, no matter how much we pretend, my people, La République du Cameroon and the Southern Cameroons, La République du Cameroon and Ambazonia can never coexist. There is no way you can force it. Let me tell you something. In a relationship, if one man realizes that it's time to go, and the other side thinks that when you go, they are finished, do you know what always happens? There's going to be an investigation that one side is missing. Somebody is going to end up in a casket, in an unmasked grave. And it becomes the issue of investigators to start finding out what went wrong. We cannot pretend. Anybody who is pretending is dreaming within a dream. As one of my brothers, Venet, told me today, that it is a dream within a dream. We cannot coexist with these people. But there is one thing we need to ask ourselves. You have all come online, my people. You said it is now time for the armed struggle. When they kill Akum Julius, Sambela Divine, when they cut the toes of Kang Zakaria, when they burned down the house of Ngek Simon, caused the death of Yaya Grace Kui, his wife, jailed his son Gek Adabet. When they killed Tete Philip, Julius Ngundi, Tanen Daniel, Emmanuel Tanen Conce, when they killed Yimbum Patrick, find Lawrence Yaounde, Yaounde is his name, and buried him at Soa in an unmasked grave. My people, when they shoot our children from behind, molest our sons, our daughters, and ask them to rub themselves in mud, was it not yet time for the armed struggle? Why should it become time for the armed struggle when two of our other brothers have just been arrested to add to the multitude of those already in detention? What about Oben Maxwell Eyong? Just for a single book, he is still being locked up in Boya. At Clark Quarters. What exactly do we want? How much evil do we want La République du Cameroon to show to us for us to realize that we cannot solve this issue by just talking? I read something online being posted by two of our brothers where they are propagating the issue of we will do this stuff non-violently, peacefully, we will go ahead. Please, it is an illusion. This is the truth of the matter. I am not scaring anybody. I'm not warmongering. That is why if you don't listen to me now, I am telling you this, my people. You will be like the fly that refuses to listen and follow the corpse into the grave. Because every time we wait for La République du Cameroon to take one action and then we start fighting one another, what do we do next? Rather than us to sit quietly, pick up our food, come down together and talk to one another. I have spoken to my junior brother, Tapang Ivor, twice. I've spoken to my junior brother, Mark Barretta, once. I initiated the calls. But following our culture, was I the one who was supposed to initiate it? Or they were supposed to call me? I did that because it is essential for me to do it as a leader. That is what leadership takes. Now it is time for people to reach out and talk to one another. We saw what happened a few days ago. They burned the car of one of our brothers. Within a twinkle of an eye, we raised so much money. But when we have been asking that we need to defend ourselves, raise in the funds, what has happened? We have been doing backstabbing, attacks on Dr. Akwanga, Dr. Ayaba. We've done all types of things and they are killing our people every day. Now listen, we can accept the armed struggle notion or we can accept this platitude of non-violence. But as I often said, have we ever asked ourselves what the Republic of France is going to lose if we go on our own as we are already on the way? Do we sit and really look at history? We don't all need to be historians. Have we asked ourselves what France is going to lose? And do we think whether it is even federation we are looking at or independence? Federation, of course, will never be given. It will never come. Do we think France is willing to just let us go? They hold a seat at the Security Council. When you people sit and say, doctor, let's go to the UN. The United Nations is you. It is your capacity to fund the ability to defend yourself. That is the United Nations. It is not what is in New York. Please, my people, let us do what we know is right and stop pushing the bug and trying to allow others, acting as if, no, we want to refuse our own duty and allow others to do it. Can't we raise the fundings? If somebody is afraid that, oh, the money I want to put in, please don't put it. You are not liberating Dr. Akwanga or Dr. Ayaba. You are not liberating Mr. Tassang. You are not going to liberate Mr. Bala or Dr. Fontaine. You are not even liberating Nelson Banga. You are not liberating Doreen Lumsifu. You are not liberating Divine Ajong. You will not be liberating Elvis Kometa. You will not liberate Agnes Akwanga. You are not going to liberate Leona Spencer. You will not liberate Nuela Ayaba or Martin Ayaba. You are not liberating any individual. You are first liberating yourself. I am a very, very angry man this morning. Not against my people, but against La République du Cameroon. Because I have begged you people, please join hands with me. Come, let us find a way and end this issue. We keep saying that confusion online. You are saying independence, others are saying federation. No, there is no confusion. You have to choose where you belong. If you think independence is not the best choice, don't come to Dr. Akwanga, please. Go to where you think is the best choice and put in all your support. You cannot become a revolutionary prostitute that you want to be everywhere. My people, we don't have network back home. We know what has happened to us. We are working. I cannot tell you the areas I've called already, where documents have been sent for the release of our brothers. But I want each and every one of us to understand that every Ambazonian who is arrested, it is not based on your quality or your educational background. Every Ambazonian arrested is important. Every Ambazonian. And so let us stop this attitude that we are developing where we are cherry picking which of them is more important than the other. That is not good. At least for those locked up in detention. I spoke with them. It is not good for their families when we act in this manner. It shows we have not come of age. I am begging. I use the word begging. I am one person who is willing to sleep on the floor for anybody to climb on me as long as it concerns independence. I am begging. I've never seen my mother's corpse. I saw where she was buried at Bwanda village. I saw my dad's corpse because I watched the pictures. So I don't even know. My mother's death is like a dream to me. I want to go back home. To those of you back home, please, please, we are always complaining there is no confusion out there, my people. You have to listen carefully and know this is the right choice. This is where I belong. There is no confusion. We are the ones who are confused. We are the ones putting ourselves in that jeopardy. We are the ones who created this atmosphere where these monsters, these iguanas, these imbeciles can come and pick up our brothers like someone removing Jiga Motongo from their leg and pick them up without any defense. Oh yes, until we realize that we are at war. I am assuring you people, in the coming days, we will not even know where to bury our people because there will be corpses all over littered in our land. They think we are toothless bulldog. And my people, there was somebody in the United States they called Eugene Bull. He was a governor. He was brutal. He was a monster. He did so much evil to the civil rights movement. We are Africans. And listen attentively. Non-violence does not work in Africa. The act of Satyagraha brought by Mahatma Karamchand Gandhi is not an African issue. Do you know why our teachers flog us at school? When we make errors, they flog us. How many teachers have been jailed or taken to court that they flog you? When a teacher beats you for making an error, what happens? You go home, what will your father say? What will your father say? Your father will even tell that teacher, beat him or her very well. Can you do that in the West? Can you whip a child? Why do we want to take a culture which is not part of us to change it? Look at the Egyptians. The Egyptians had what we call the Facebook revolution. What happened? They lost it because they never had a backup plan. They lost it. The winner of the revolution is Mubarak. They gave him a good intention. The military benefited, apart from the Tunisians. And even in Tunisia, were there not deaths? Did people not die? Now, which of our brothers who have been killed, or let me put it this way, what was the name of the rifle? The gunboat that Bala Felix Nkongo was carrying before he was arrested? What was the name of the bomb designed by Dr. Fontaine before he was arrested? You saw him with blood? Was he cutting somebody's head? Or Julius Akum? So, what is wrong with us, my people? What is wrong with us? Yes, I am aware that Paul Biya for the last 4 months have 3 marabouts at his house at Vomeka. But I don't think that those marabouts are strong enough to take control of each and every one of us. My people, I am deeply saddened. But there is one thing which I know is going to happen. People don't understand what we are going through. People come to Facebook to watch us when we are speaking. They make comments, they insult, they do everything. They go back to their daily jobs, they work their dollars, their pounds, their shillings or whatsoever. That is fine. And they allow us to do this job for 24 hours. The reason why, when we don't have a backup plan, That is why you see we are fighting from left to right. We are somehow technically attacking one another. Some of us are even afraid to call names. We find it difficult to liaise to come together. Even in the US where I am, I can assure you that there are people here in the US who find it difficult to pick up their phone to make a phone call, to say, let us talk or meet. We have trains, we have buses, we have cars where we can meet at any time, sit in the night and talk about the struggle. We don't do that. We have chosen Facebook. We have chosen popularity. We have chosen all of this, and they are killing our people every now and then. Please, I am begging you people. The only way we can free ourselves is simple. It is for us to fund the resistance. Let us do something. I will come back to you in detail about this. I will come back to you, but I want to assure you that the release of all our people arrested is our priority number one. But even with that, we are working behind the scene because it is our right to defend ourselves. They have invaded our entire land. We must do something. But we have not done it so far because we want to be very, very careful in what we are doing. You must join hands with us together to make sure this works this time. Join hands with us. Anybody who wants to see who is here in the US can come over. We will talk. My door is open at any time. But what I will not discuss, as I've said, I am not going to discuss for one reason or another on any issue that deals with federation, because I'm not willing to insult those who have already paid the ultimate sacrifice for this struggle for independence. That is a red line I, Akwanga, am not prepared to cross. If anybody is going to cross it, I will not cross it. It is independence now, independence tomorrow, independence after tomorrow. Without independence, we will not negotiate for anything. And we are begging and calling for each and every one. No one will arrogate upon himself the title of a spokesman or anything in this struggle. Nobody is going to do that. We must learn to work together. We don't learn to work together by talking out here. We make contacts, we talk to people, we know exactly what to do. Experience is the best teacher. If somebody has a particular important strategy, you don't go online and throw it out there. That is betraying the struggle. You need to make contact behind out to the people. You don't go out there and tell people to burn tires or to burst the tires of petrol tanks and the rest. What if some people had an option? Are you not already telling the Republic to Cameroon what some people might be planning to? Why should we be doing that? Yes, we can.